Hello everyone, and welcome to my Coronation Street official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Simon Gregson of Coronation Street talks about how one thing he says no to is weird fan encounters. The iconic cast member of Coronation Street, Simon Gregson, has been talking about his interactions with show viewers and revealed what he categorically says no to. The actor was discovered for the role of Steve McDonald at the Kingsway School in Stockport more than 30 years ago, and he became well known for the role in the ITV soap opera. When he was barely 15 years old, on December 6, 1989, he made his television debut on Corrie. And when he becomes well known, fans start to notice him. Simon, however, has acknowledged that he typically passes by fans waiting outside the stage because he is afraid they would scratch the paint on his priceless vehicle. "I'm massively into my cars. They're my thing, and I don't want people with bags and metal things all crowding around it and scratching the hell out of it," the soap star remarked, as reported by The Mirror. "Thus, I'm saying no." Simon, who has played Steve in over 3,600 episodes of Corrie, commented on Fame, saying, "I don't understand why anyone would want to be famous. It is a drawback of the work. While on vacation with my friends, I was literally grabbed and pulled across the street by someone. I had no idea what was happening, but they grabbed me and took a picture before leaving. Individuals would act in that way. Look who I got," they would say as they dragged you from one end of the bar to the other. Extremely peculiar. Additionally, he mentioned that when he is out with his 3 sons and his 40-year-old wife Emma, who manages their award-winning tea room, people frequently stop him. "People think you're public property," he states. "They think they've got the God-given right to come and sit at your table while you're sitting there with your family, having a meal. I've always gotten along very well with everyone. It's much simpler to say yes when I say no to my kids than it is to say no in a few instances when I've said no and they get upset and irritated. I notice you're on vacation with your kids," they say. "I'm thinking, but you're still going to visit." However, Simon, who has acknowledged struggling with anxiety that led to up to 12 panic attacks a day and drove him to turn to alcohol and drugs, stated on the YouTube channel Deep that he'll make an exception for kids. "I drove out, saw I was a young lad, and I got halfway home and felt so bad I had to turn around and go back to work," he recalled about his time on the ITV set in Trafford. "When I finally located him, I said, 'Come here. Would you like an autograph?' He said, 'Yeah,' so I signed it on his behalf. A few adults then approached, and I exclaimed, 'Not you lot,' before turning to walk away." Though he finished second to Danny Miller of Emmerdale in the 2021 season of I'm a Celebrity, Simon says he tries not to pass judgment on fans too harshly. He responds, "I kind of get it. Either Sean Connery was sitting next to me when I was there in Spain, or he was a dead doppelganger. As a huge fan of James Bond, I was ecstatic. This is what occurs. I had to tell myself, and I realized that I must forgive people." Years after her partner's terrible death, the Coronation Street star announced her engagement. Dame Maureen Lipman, a cast member of Coronation Street, declared her engagement. The actress disclosed that while on a train, she proposed to her partner David Turner. Dame Maureen, who plays Evelyn Plummer in the ITV soap opera, has disclosed that she proposed to David while they were returning home from a glamorous event she and Queen Camilla attended. Normally, Dame Maureen keeps her personal life very private. Following the untimely death of her spouse, retired computer expert Guido Castro, in January 2021 due to a COVID-19 infection, David is Maureen's first true love. She was formerly married to Jack Rosenthal, a former writer for Corrie, from 1974 until his passing in 2004. In an opinion piece, Dame Maureen announced her good news and said that she had made the spontaneous choice while returning home after the book launch of The Queen's Son, Tom Parker Bowles' most recent cookbook, according to The Mirror. "Later that night, my partner David and I decided to tell our children that, with a combined age of 156, we are going to get married," she recalled. She went on to say that she had been against the M word, but she later discovered that it was Tu B'Av, a Jewish holiday on which a woman might propose to a man. Unable to resist the gag, I slid under the table separating us onto one knee and asked him for his hand. The legendary actress continued in a piece she wrote for The Spectator. He handed it, much to my amazement and some panic. On September 8th, the day of her first love and late husband Jack's birthday, David and Maureen told her kids the news. Even though she is often reserved, Dame Maureen has talked about losing her beloved Jack and has even shared information about his time on Coronation Street with the late Queen Elizabeth in 2021. He passed away at the age of 72, and multiple myeloma, a type of cancer, was determined to be the cause of death. "I have had a wonderful life. Of course I have had my losses," she said to the people. "Myeloma took my husband from me far too soon." The actress continued, saying, "Work is what gets the Queen through. I lost my partner in January. In the event that I am not employed, I have no idea what to do or who to be." But the celebrity fell in love again 4 years after losing her marriage. Regretfully, Goodio passed away in 2021 as a result of the coronavirus, which weakened him terribly. She said that it might have happened at the time of his vaccine, but she had no idea when he actually got the virus. "I said to Guido, 'It's time to go, you've got to let go,' and I think for once in his life he actually did what I told him," the woman stated in an interview with the Daily Mail. Adding, Maureen said, "My heart is breaking. He was truly a gem." Found footage from Corrie that depicts a young actor who tragically died from drugs during the holidays. As a photo of the talented young actor appeared on Coronation Street, tributes were given to him. The actor collapsed and died after ingesting a concoction of narcotics. An inquest has been held into the death of Salford resident Joseph Wandera, 27, who took ketamine and ecstasy during a seizure while attending a dance festival in Costa Rica. In January 2022, while attending the BPM Music Festival in an apartment in the seaside resort of Tamarindo, he passed away despite frantic attempts to rescue him. Claire Beatson, his mother, told Rochdale Coroner's Court today that she was shocked to learn that her son had used narcotics in Costa Rica. 2012 saw him participate in the Manchester Fringe Festival and appear on television in Scott and Bailey and Moving On. In addition, he made appearances in 2 reconstructions of BBC's Inside Out and a pilot for Comedy Showcase. Joseph made an appearance on Coronation Street in 2018 as a buyer who was considering buying Eileen Grimshaw's vehicle. "Joe was so much more than this," Zoe Iqbal wrote in a Facebook post on the Men page. "He was really such a gem. The most charming spirit. He was a true Manc, but I know that's what everyone says when someone passes away. And a good boy. I hope he's at rest. Lost far too soon." According to the inquiry, he had taken the Class A drug ecstasy, known as magic, and he had told his partner that he had